Hey, my little sinners and saints. So now we're going to be looking at the case of Jimmy Prout, and it's sadistic. It's crazy. So if you have any issues or anything, then I would suggest you maybe not watch it. I don't know. I put on this stuff to make me look younger to see if it worked. Rapid rewind. So hit me up if you think I have a filter on right now, because I don't have makeup nor a filter. Only makeup I have on is around my eyes. Room is anyway. Here we are going to jump into this video. Warning. um, if you have any issues, don't watch it. I'll catch you on another video that's more suited for you. I don't know why I would ever think that at 12:30 at night that there would be nobody on the internet and I could use it. I don't know what the issue is. I guess that Matt was right. It's a stupid computer. Because when I do it on the other one, everything works out fine. But here we are. So, okay, this is going to be the case of the Northern Shills cult. This is a crazy case. Usually, I'm not left wordless, or nor am I where something actually surprises me. I've pretty much seen a lot of things, so I was surprised here. This is Ziedman Zalman up here in the left-hand corner. This is his little cult leaders. This is his girlfriends. And then this is one of the other cult leaders. This is Jimmy Prout. You can see, excuse me, that this woman is pulling him along. We'll watch a video later. And he come from Sheffield. He was in a car wreck and that left him in a wheelchair. He would go to the homeless shelters, help people out. He would do all these things. He was even photographed with the mayor. You'll see later on. There was all kinds of things, and um, people said they've seen him get up out of the wheelchair and run for buses, get up out of the wheelchair and walk. And honestly, there's not even evidence to prove that there was a car wreck. I'd like to have a wheelchair. I'm fat and don't like to walk. Okay, this is a picture of him and the way that him and this lady got together. I'll reveal her name in a little while, maybe. Um, but his name was Zaid Zaman. And people, I guess, just felt sorry for him because of the wheelchair. But on this little dating website, the profile picture, which was not this one, but he was standing in front of a stack of gold. I don't know why anybody would think that people had gold, but oh well. I went to the coin shop actually today and they got a little bar of gold there. I don't even know how much it is, but I'm gonna own it. I got a little bar of silver, but I want the gold one too. I dabble in coins and antiques. Yes, I have a personality some days. She was from Durham, not North Carolina. He was so narcissistic and horrible and all this stuff. He would even tell her where to place stuff in the house. She couldn't decorate it the way she wanted. This was the other girlfriend that he met and moved her into the house. So he's got three people, really four because Jimmy, living in the house. He had paid $20,000 on this woman's house right here. Nobody knows where he got the money from, but so he got her, which was her house he had moved into, brought this woman to, and then this one and Jimmy. So he had her sign for another house so that this one and Jimmy could go live in that house. And this is just another picture of her. She's 20. She wasn't his girlfriend or anything like that. This is Jimmy. He had kind of decent life growing up, had some issues mentally, um, normal issues, not anything, that would cause him to not be able to, like work, do anything like that. So, like I said, all these people were in the house. They rented the house, and they rented the house that was right here. This is number 35, where Zahid and his two girlfriends lived, and then this is where Jimmy and the other girl lived. This is all four of them again. If you go to Google, Zahid's house is blurred out, I think because of this case. This is number 75, the one that he had rented. He would like torture his neighbors even. He would go down through there and like knock over all of the trash cans, and trash would be everywhere. He would try to start fights. One guy got in a fight with him, and he put something into like a sock and started beating the stuff out of the guy. He was a con man. Um, his antics, like catfishing people online. That's what he done with that one lady. Um, he created the profile like we talked about, and I can't get over the gold bars, but it was obviously photoshopped. Um, her name was Kay Rathworth, Rayworth, sorry, and these two apparently were made a match made in hell. Um, she was born on November 10th, 1960, like I said, making her a Scorpio. I think that the Scorpios might be followers. I know the Sagittariuses are. Leave your comments about that down below. He was often seen around the community at the local village hall, and he was playing cricket and stuff. Um, it was always at some point after her second divorce, when she was struggling quite a bit and suffering from depression, that and she had mental health issues. She was in a vulnerable situation. She started dating him. Um, don't know why she dated him. Like I said, paid 20,000 pounds on her mortgage. Again, nobody knows where he got the money. I'm trying to skim through my notes and find the other lady's name. I did this last night, and I started to do the video because I'm like, it's fresh in my mind and I know what I'm doing here. But said, let's see, different because Zahid, he didn't give a crap what anybody thought of him. But Zahid wanted to be loved by many, and he acted like a complete angel in front of everybody else, except at home, which is Cult Leader 101. He was like really mean to these women, and he would have Jimmy doing all the work. Like they referred to him as the slave. God, I gotta find this other woman's name. But he wanted dogs. I got to pause there for just a minute because when you think of a lot of things, he wanted the women to sleep with the dogs, and they refused. I guess that was the breaking point of saying no. But Myra Wood was the other one. Okay, we got Kay, Myra, and Zahid. Now we can finish this. And so they would all beat the shit out of Jimmy. Here's some pictures of him. They started where they were taking his food away from him. Um, I mean, just look at this man. And there's a picture that I got on the other computer where the other side of him is all black and blue too. You can see his arms right here. I mean, it's just disgusting. Okay, he's saying here my mouth hurts. And you want to know why his mouth hurts? Because Zahid pulled his teeth out. No painkiller, no nothing, no reason, just pulled his teeth out. He also had told the young woman to, I'm trying to tell you, this is really bad, to cut one of his testicles off. And she couldn't do it, so Zahid did it. He took it into the kitchen and he boiled it and he brought it back and he had Jimmy eat it. And now remember, this man has, like it would make a difference, but there was no painkiller, no nothing. You know, he's just being suffered and beat on and treated, real bad. He's doing all the work, both the houses, everything, and cooking, cleaning, everything. And they they were just horrible to him. Well, one night, he was complaining a lot and like moaning and screaming to like high heavens because he was in so much pain. So they called Zahid, and Zahid jumps in his little wheelchair and no, I don't know. But goes over to the house 75 and tells one of them to wrap a pair of pants around his mouth so it'll keep him quiet. So they're all standing there and they wrapped the pants around his mouth. The problem was is that they wrapped it around his nose as well. Shortly after that, obviously he got quiet. So they come back in to check on him. And when they did, they realized that he was dead. So they called Zahid back over there and he brought one of his wheelchairs out of the garage and they wrapped him up in a oh my God, a sleeping bag, and they put him in the wheelchair and took him to the trash dump. And they even came back later and got his like social security card or something. I don't know what it is, but where they could receive his benefits. And this is just highlighting it. I mean, let me read you this. At 3:30 on the 27th of March, 2016, the body of a man was discovered on a piece of barrow land in northeast of England, just off the A187 motorway. How ironic. The body was wrapped in two sleeping bags near the Tyne Tunnel, a toll tunnel designed for vehicles that run under the river in Tyne. The green color of the outer sleeping bag was camouflaged, the body and the trees and the shrubs. So he kind of just blended in. Later examination would reveal that the man had been beaten for about 6 weeks. His body was in a state of decomposition and had pretty much been eaten by wildlife. Even in death, he had no dignity for. I mean, this was not he had dignity, that there was no dignity for him. The cause of death was not certain, but forensic pathologists on the case noted that one of the man's testicles had been cut from his scrotum and was missing. His teeth had been knocked out of his mouth. They weren't knocked out, they were pulled out. and he had suffered at least 4 severe beatings over the past several months leading up to his death. The combination of injuries the man had sustained indicated prolonged abuse and torture. He was estimated to have been murdered on the 5th and between the 5th and the 10th of February 2016. He was later identified as 43-year-old Jimmy Prout, who lived about 100 meters from where his body was found. Yeah, they only took him right down the road. I mean, they didn't take him very far to dump his body. And he had been missing for around about a month before he got discovered. Bank records show that cash was repeatedly withdrawn from the victim's account after he was dead. Since his dead body originally dumped with his wallet still on his person, that meant the perpetrators would have had to return to the corpse to take it. CCTV would later show them withdrawing cash from various ATMs in the area on days that corresponded with Prout receiving his benefit payments. Mr. Prout had separated from his wife many years ago and no longer lived in West End of Newcastle with her and his 2 children. His ex-wife hadn't seen him for many years and states they broke up. She broke up with him after one of the many run-ins with the law. After he had gotten into trouble, she said that he was a good person and always wanted to help out. He eventually moved out of to another area, Kersey, Maine, just over a mile away, where he would share a house with his new partner, a 25-year-old woman named Ann Cobbett. This woman's brother, Ivan Cobbett, that's what it was. That's Ann, the 20-year-old. She was 20 at the time. But her brother came there and they tried to get him in the cult, but he wanted no part of it. But Zahi thinks his tools come up missing out of the garage, and he thinks that Ivan done it. And odds are he probably did, but Jimmy got the beating for it. Also lived at the residence. This roundup of court proceedings details the deteriorating status of the relationship between Corbett and Prout and mentions that Jimmy had bruising on his face at the hands of his partner. Even the girlfriend was beating on him. But they all got life without parole. But I'll put her link down in the description, by the way. Go check her out. She's awesome. Maybe we'll see it. I might have to look it up. It just looks so pathetic. He looks up at the camera, and that is so sad when he looks up at that camera like he's just needing some help. This is them putting him in the wheelchair. They did, and they really just put him in the wheelchair and took him and put him in a dump. And I will put her link down below in the description. I'm telling you, go sub up to her. She is awesome. But thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, rebuttal, complain, got any concerns, put them down there in the comment section. And I will see you next time. I did that to my grandbaby. She loves it. But thank you for joining me. And as always, I will see you next time. Bye.